Okay, everybody, here we go. I'm going to do a walkthrough with how to build this robot using shapes and the shape builder tool. So we're going to start off by clicking on this button and holding it down and selecting the rounded rectangle tool. This one just has round corners on the rectangle and you can modify things with it. So I'm going to aim for kind of where I think these two would intersect out here and just drag across to create this curved corner square. And then you'll see these little circles on the inside here. You can click on those and pull them in and it will round the corners even more to get to your desired shape there. So that's the rounded rectangle, and then we're going to make a triangle right here. And if you remember, to make a triangle, we use the polygon tool. And we click one time. I'm just going to click right in the center of this triangle, and it's a three-sided polygon, so make sure you set it to 3. Press OK, and it should draw a triangle right in that spot there. That's what we're after. So there's the basics. We got the rounded rectangle, and we got the triangle. Next, if you take a look at this dashed line right here, it shows we're going to have a circle, a triangle, and a rectangle that are all going to overlap each other. So let's go ahead and build this. I'm going to start with the triangle just because I have the polygon tool selected, and I'm going to aim for around the middle here. Click one time, make a triangle. Next, I'm going to grab the selection tool, the shortcut to the letter V. I'm just going to tap V on my keyboard, and then I'm going to go to the side. Now, if I click and drag right like this, it's going to go to the opposite corner of where I'm dragging, but if I hold the Option key, it'll go to the center. I like doing this. I'm going to kind of match the angle of that, and I'm going to go to the top, hold the Option key, and pull down, and you'll see it take on the shape of this space. Next, let's press the letter L on the keyboard, and we'll have the ellipse tool selected. And to draw an ellipse, we can just click over here. If I deselect the triangle, I can go ahead and grab my ellipse and put it over the triangle, and it won't select it. And that's kind of the way I'm going from here. So Shift and Option, click and drag out from the center. If I hold the space bar down at the same time, I can move all of these. So I'm having Shift, Option, and the space bar all at the same time. Keep my fingers on the keyboard, let go of the mouse. And then I'm going to draw a rectangle across the bottom. The shortcut for that is the letter M, as in Mr. Cross. And then I'm going to just kind of draw this down here too. Next, I want all 3 of these objects to join together. So I'm going to grab the direct selection tool. Sorry, I said the direct selection tool. This is the selection tool. I'm just going to click on this black arrow or press the letter V. I'm going to drag across this, and then you'll see all 3 of these objects have an outline around them. And in the Properties tab, you can hit this button right here, which says Line Them Up with each other. And then a real quick technique here is to use the Pathfinder to join these together. So if I click this first button right here, all those shapes will join together as one. So we made a complicated shape out of some simple shapes. And that's what we're going to do with this robot here. As we zoom in here, I'm going to start just by creating the arms right here, and notice how I zoom in to fill up the whole space. I find that really helpful when I'm designing. So I'm going to start with the circles. There's 2 circles here, there's 2 circles here, and then there's a rectangle that goes over those. So we've got 4 circles and 1 rectangle. I press the letter L for my ellipse tool, L for ellipse, and then hold Shift and Option at the same time, and I'm going to drag out like this. I'm going to do the big one, and then I'm going to press V for my selection tool, and I'm going to hit this button right here that says duplicate this object. So it goes like this. There's actually 2 of them there now. I'm going to hold Shift and Option and pull in towards the center, and I'm just kind of guessing where the inside is. I don't really need it to be exact. And then keeping my fingers on the keyboard, let go of the mouse. And if I drag across this, I actually have 2 circles selected here. So one on the outside and one on the inside. And I'm going to repeat the process down here. L for the ellipse tool, find the center, Shift and Option to drag out, V for the selection tool, duplicate the object, Shift and Option, pull in towards the center. Finally, the letter M brings up the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle that covers both circles like this. And so now we have 5 objects here. If we click and drag across them, we'll see them all highlighted. Your color may be different than mine, like yours might be green or pink, and that color around the outside comes from the color of the layer right here. And those things are changeable. If you ever need to, you can change the color of the layers, but I'm not going to bring that up right now. I'm going to unite these things together, and I'm going to use this tool right here called the Shape Builder. It looks like this. The shortcut is Shift M. And by default, it has a plus sign next to it, and it's used to add shapes together. So if I just drag and touch these different shapes, I will join them together. But what I want to do is subtract this and this from the inside of here. So if I hold the Option key down, you'll see that plus sign change to a minus sign. I can click and drag across these to subtract them from the design. Next, I'm going to press the letter V and make a copy of this one. I'll put it on the side. Boom, done. Don't need to do it twice. Check it out. These are all the same shape we made before. Let's go grab it from over here. Duplicate. Let's bring it over. Bring it, it needs to change size. Hold Shift and Option at the same time. Put it in position. Oh, I'm missing a piece. Forgot the top one has the other rectangle. Letter M. Draw another rectangle. Make sound effects if you want to. I'm going to duplicate this one. Watch this. It's going to go here. I'm going to use the Properties tab. Oh, what? There's no Properties tab. There it is. Use the Properties tab to do a quick rotate here. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. Boom. Right in the spot. Use the arrow keys to fine tune it. I'm going to duplicate that. Click this button right here. Get another copy. Boom. Properties tab. Flip horizontal. Go the other direction. Those are some good manipulation tools right there. Next, we got to do the inside here. And my recommendation is this. You draw the circles first, and then draw the rectangle over the top. Hear Nash barking in the background there. I'm going to duplicate this circle here. Again, same thing. Shift and Option into the center. And then rather than building it again, I'm just going to select both of those objects and duplicate them and put them over here. So if I go across them, you'll see them. 2 eyes there. Next, we're going to make that rounded rectangle over the top. Kind of same story. Click and drag. Boom, that looks pretty good right there. I'm happy with it. Does not have to be perfect here, but you may want to align their centers this way. So if you click this button, I'll put them in a line across here. Mine was already spot on. So now that I have them selected, all of them selected, you can see the outlines, and I'm going to press Shift M. This time I'm just going to hold the Option key and click one time here and one time here. There we go. We got that shape made. Let's make the next one. Boom. Draw the rectangle on the inside. Draw the little rectangle right here. Draw the rounded rectangle right here, around the corners. Draw this rectangle here, around the corners. So you could choose to use the rounded rectangle tool. You can just round the corners of a square. It doesn't matter either way. Let's do these circles. I'm just drawing out all the shapes right now. V for the selection tool. Duplicate, shrink, Shift and Option into the center. Let's do this whole leg right now. Let's duplicate this thing. Put it right here. And let's draw one more rectangle. Rectangles are easy. because then let's take a look. I'm gonna do a bunch of work at the same time here. So all of this will select, and I know I'm gonna add Shift M for the shape builder tool. I'm gonna add these two shapes together. I'm gonna subtract this shape, Option key, Option key. I'm gonna subtract this shape. There we go, look at that. Next, I want this leg right here. Let's duplicate it. Let's flip it over. Properties tab. Slide it over. See how we can work fast to create these things? Now, only thing I see here is my head looks a little bit off center. That's okay. It doesn't. Oh, look at that. There's duplicates in there. Who knew? Okay, there we go. This one might be out a little bit. You can select everything. We're gonna. I gave you a couple of artboards to work with, but they're the wrong size. And so what I want you to do is we're going to resize one of these artboards. And actually, let's just make a new artboard. So we're going to click on this tool right here. Shift O is the artboard tool. And then up here at the top, we're going to say new artboard, letter size, in the preset here. And then we want it to be portrait mode. So that's how we make a new artboard. Shift O, add a new artboard. You can name it too if you want to from right here. Press V again, we'll have the selection tool. Press the letter M and we will draw a rectangle. This is how you change the background of an artboard to whatever you want. Dark purple, funky blue. I like that blue right there. I'm a fan of blue. That's kind of blue-green. Now if we look in the layers, right here you're going to see inside here I have this layer that says my drawing. And drawing that rectangle right there represents our background. Let's put it behind. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. I take that back. Let's make a whole new layer. And put that rectangle into it. And then I'm going to lock this rectangle down by clicking this button right here. Lock that. And then I'm going to grab my guy, my robot, Space Nash. And I'm going to duplicate him. And I'm going to bring him over here. Oops, I got him in the wrong layer. Here's how you move a layer. So with it selected, click on the layer you want to go to. Right click, arrange, send to the current layer. Now I need it to go in front of everything else, so I'll move that rectangle to the back. Scale it up. There we go. It's my robot. Now you can modify him by using this tool right here. And grab this tool and then allow us to select inside of these spaces and change those colors. So if you want to, that one does not want to let go. Oops. Oh, I see. There's a second sheet. I'm going to reposition his eyeballs here. I'm just going to select them both holding the Shift key. Oh, there's another group there. I didn't know that. Let's delete those. Not sure how I got so many copies. There we go. He's going to be looking down. Maybe I can make him looking up to the side. Just by moving those two circles, we can change the expression on his face. So what's this? Give him kind of a goofy face or something. His eyes are looking inward. Gert. Okay, and then we can add on to it. Let's see what else we got. We're just going to go through and change some colors here. Find things that we think are cool. Some colors that we think worked well together. Mm -hmm. All right, I got some colors I like, and I can group them together, select everything, shrink the size of them, hold the shift key while you change the size of them. And yeah, I'm just gonna add some graphic elements back here. Maybe I'll add like a big circle that goes beyond the edge of the design here. I like that color orange. It kind of messes with the other colors that I have going on there, so I gotta find something different. If I go darker, I think I like something like that. Okay, now watch. Go to the view, say trim view. This is what your artwork's gonna look like. Let's go here, trim view. There it is. So what your artwork's gonna look like um, when it's printed out. I like this kind of circular shape off on the side right here. That looks cool. Go beyond the scope of or the space of the artboard itself, and you can just utilize things like the curves in the shape to come up with some design elements. Something like that. Let me change the inside one to orange or something. And then in the properties tab, so adjust the opacity of a layer 2 to blend in. Let's see. Something like that. Maybe I'll make this guy a little bit bigger. overlap the edge. I want to leave some space around the outside here, and then I'm gonna go and filter out some results here and just find some text. Copal. I like that. It's big, heavy font. I'm gonna press the check mark right there. Oops. Check mark. Oh, sorry there. Okay, maybe a little bit smaller. Let's find the right color. I like that green. That's cool. Actually, no. There's all kinds of stuff we can do here um, to adjust, but I'll just keep it simple. I'll do something like this. Duplicate this text. Fill it with nothing. We have a stroke. It's going to be a darker color. Let's go darker. No. Lighter. You just got to play around for a minute to find the right thing sometimes. Let's duplicate that too. I was holding the Option key down for this, offsetting it a little bit. Oops, no fill. Let's just change the stroke up. Oh, kind of cool though. Let's change the color of the stroke here. Yellow. Feels late. Whoops. Let's get the fill color. Stroke color. I thought this. Oops, I did not get everything. This was. And dance. Alright. I'm gonna line up all this text here. Actually, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this off of here for now. Just delete it. And I'm gonna take all this text, all 4 lines here. Notice how I wrote them separately. And then let's align them to the left-hand side. And then I think we can even distribute the spacing in between them. There we go. Distribute spacing in between. I'll take this whole thing, move it up here, make it a little bit smaller. I thought this was a dance party. Let's copy that. Slide off the side. Reverse the fill and the stroke. Let's do one more. Option. Make this one dark. Dirt. Just that one. Kind of a quick way to. Oh my God, get down this again. There we go. I thought this was a dance party. I'm gonna do one last thing. If you hit these eyeballs on the side, you can turn off the visibility, which can help you to find a layer if you're lost looking for a layer sometimes. And then I'll make it a little bit darker. Give it kind of a drop shadow look to it. I'm just using the down and over arrows, down and over, and then I'm going to reduce the opacity of this layer. So it looks like there's a little shadow dropping down. Bam. There we go. All right, last thing. We're going to add in a name tag from What's in a Name. Row. I can't connect from home. My stuff is online. Let's do file and open recent. Let's do open from the computer. What's in a name? Let's design a robot. Hey, found one. And I'll just use I'll use this one right here. Mr. Cross Multimedia 1. Copy, Command C, paste, Command V, and I'm gonna sign this down. Maybe. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna lock all these background layers here. Now people asked, can you add other things? Of course you can. Like for example, I'll make a circle here. It's gonna be red. It's gonna have some bleep and bloop kind of stuff going on here. So we're at 33. Yeah, 3. 3. I'm gonna select them and I'm gonna distribute the spacing. And then in the middle, maybe this one's like yellow, maybe orange. This one's green. Some little dots on them. Maybe we can put a line here. Looks like I could use some lines. Hold the shift key down. Give it a stroke. Kind of dark blue, maybe. Line it up to the center. Drag down. Here's kind of a cool one. Make a copy of an object. Oops. This object in this case. Option key, drag down, and then just press Command D, and it'll repeat what you just did. That's kind of a cool one to learn. Maybe that needs to go down here. Art's always about like trying things out, see how it works. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But you know what? It's just art, and you can try different things because that's what we get to do when we're artists. Let's shrink the size of this. Just gonna put it in here somewhere. It's kind of interesting. Let's draw another rectangle around this inside. I don't want to get too crazy with it, but you know, can add some embellishments if you feel like it. You know, put your own spin on it. Let's go like this. Command D again. Give him a little face. Lock this object for a second. Put all this and group it together. Go back to here. Make it real small. Nice. What if we gave him people? Yeah, you could really start to give him some characteristics. If you want to move things around, right click, arrange, and then bring to front or send to the back or send behind. But notice if we move this eye around, it really changes his expression, or its expression, I guess. It's gender neutral because it's a robot. And that's what this robot wants to feel like. What else do we have here? Okay, let's grab this. I just grouped his eyes together because I thought it might work a little better. Do some different things. Humanize him a little bit. So there we go. Little character. Move his mouth around, change the position there. And yeah, call it whatever you want. Make sure your name's on it. We've got two shapes in the background. We've got some typography. And then we've got our design here. And then I'm going to go ahead and export this. This is artboard number 4. And you can always tell which artboard you're going to be trying to export because at the very bottom of your screen, and I'm going to rearrange this just a little bit so you can see it. At the very bottom of your screen is this set of numbers, and this shows the artboards as they're numbered. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And so 4 is the artboard that I'm after. This is what I'm going to export. I'm going to go to the File menu. First off, I'm going to save, File, Export, Export as, PNG, use artboards, range, number 4. And I'm going to save that into here, into Actually, let's put it in my multimedia. Oh, I don't have my folders available. Sorry, guys. I'll just save it on the desktop for now. You're going to put it in your folder. Make sure it's a PNG. Press export. The next window, it should by default now say 300 pixels per inch, but if it says 72, go ahead and change that to 300. Background's transparent. Press OK, and that's it. When we get back over here, we see that we've got, let's go to my desktop. Here's the PNG file. To print it, you're going to double click, File, Print, and you're going to choose either this printer. Actually, it either says this or it says WOG110P. And then from there, we're just going to hit the print button. If you want more than one copy, just change this button right here. And then hit the print button and go get a copy of yours. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys.